walk me through the offense. Who are going to be the key players? How do you envision Florida finding success against Miami or anybody just on offense? What is the plan for the Gators?
Well, 4 or 5 starters up front on the offensive line. Of course, I got blasted about a year ago saying I wasn't really that high on Florida's offensive line, especially on the right side of the offensive line heading into the season. That did not make a lot of Gator fans happy, but hey, it turned out that way. We saw Florida versus Miami. We saw Florida versus Texas A&M. They got better as the year went on. That was a pretty good offensive line by the time the end of the year rolled around. They got better. 4 or 5 of that starting group return. You got All-American Jake Slaughter, who's getting first-round mocks there at the center, probably labeled as the best center in America right now by many publications. Austin Barber at left tackle. He's getting some first-round mock love there at left tackle for the Gators as well. So you got 2 high-profile guys, both of them all SEC just a couple of weeks ago, as well at SEC Media Days. Like I said, then some other guys returning there as well. And a good competition at right tackle that was kind of settled in the spring there with Bryce Lovett. He started 3 games last year. So Florida's got a lot of experience coming back on the offensive line. And I do think that group needs to take another step in pass protection, more so than run blocking. I think with Billy Napier's offense and that kind of scheme, it lends itself to a pretty standard set of good as far as running the ball. They can take a step in pass blocking. So that's the growth that I'm looking at. But then Jaden Ball, Jacoby Jackson at running back return. Florida's very confident in what they have, pairing those 2 guys with an offensive line. The run game's going to – you'll get a good run game from Billy Napier. That's just kind of what he does. But now with DJ Lagway, Trey Wilson coming back from injury, Aiden Mizell in his 3rd year, you have now true freshman Vernell Brown III, Dallas Wilson, Nashawn Montgomery, that they were just really, really high on as freshman group. But now, going through fall camp, Florida's got a little bit of injury bug there at the wide receiver spot. Some guys missing some time. Trey Wilson and Aiden Mizell both got hurt in Saturday's practice. Nothing major. They're, I think, probably back almost any time now. But then we get the report today that Dallas Wilson's going to be out for the next couple of weeks. And he was already, as a freshman, taking reps with the ones. That's how much he was impressing. So it's there's a lot of potential there. And the way I've labeled Florida's offense, I mean, potential is a dangerous word. But
yeah, I get it.
To me, for success is be able to do what you need to do to win games. If one game you got to go throw the ball 40 times to win, then be able to do it. If you need to run the ball 50 times to win a game, then be able to do it. So I think, for Florida, I think it's with the schedule they face, the road games that they face, it's being able to pick and choose how to win games, not necessarily say, we got these receivers, we need to go 4 or 5 wide and let's throw the ball 40, 45 times a game. That's not going to win every game for Florida. Florida needs to be able to win games in a balanced attack.
Okay. And I mean, to my outside eye, I think that the run the ball version of get it done is maybe a clearer path than the spread out and throw to get the job done. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Probably so, but with this offense, Napier loves to run the ball to set up that deep throw. And
right.
then when Lagway came in, Florida's one of the best explosive deep ball passing teams that were out there. If Lagway was the quarterback, that's what Florida's offense was. So, if Florida runs the ball as good as they think they can, okay, well, if you want to stack and stop the run, they're just going to throw it right over your head. And that's what Lagway excels at. So for Lagway, it's taking the next step in the reading the zones in zone coverage. It's the intermediate, the short routes. It's Lagway getting better in that aspect. A lot of freshmen struggle in those areas as true freshman quarterbacks. Yeah. So it's for Florida in this offense and Lagway taking that next step. It's doing the little things that add up to big things. Because look, no question about it. If a receiver's open down the field, he's going to throw him open, and that's what he excelled at last year. Now it's about the other things.
It reminds me, with his deep ball specifically, and the way that Napier is trying to scheme it up, it reminds me a lot of what North Carolina did with Sam Howell, where they ran the ball with power, and then basically, I said it on here when we played them, and they took us up top. They were just scheming up one-on-ones from a recruiting camp, basically. So it was cool, go vertical, I'm going to find a way to throw the ball to my guy, and I think that there's an element of that, which was very successful for Sam Howell, when he was at North Carolina. So I see, the success, the path of success with you guys as well.